everybody, welcome back to my anime react channel, Giz Anime. Today we're going to be watching episode 13 of Shadow's House, the season finale. This is another good show that I'm really in love with, and one of the ones that I really fell in love with, a little bit of a rant, was Wonder Egg Priority, which had its 13th episode air a few days ago, and it was an utter disappointment to say the least. The show went from really great to really trash in the last couple episodes, 2 to 3, because they went off on a different route. And then I found out some things about the anime that just seemed really absurd. But like I said, a little bit of a rant. So back on topic. This is the finale of Shadow's House. Last episode we had Kate find Emilico. I really thought that Edward was throwing his voice somehow, making it seem like she was in there, but no, she was really in there. Then I thought that maybe he made her, it seemed like that was Emilico, and it wasn't. But no, she got caught by Edward. Somehow, in that brief little bit of a time period, they managed to capture her. So I'm really amped to find out how they get out of this. I want to know see if Kate has developed her powers beyond what we've even been able to see, and she's just kept it hidden. Like with the wings, we didn't know about that till she did them. So pretty much akin to Robin in One Piece, she just flapped some wings down. And the wings essentially don't really help much with flying. Like, she can't fly. They were there, and she made them to basically help glide them down some to buffer their fall. But for the most part, that was taken care of by Emilico, who has noticed that she has rather dense bones. She's pretty sturdy. So, not sure if that's just like an after effect of the toxic drink that they've been drinking, because we've learned that they're humans. So it's not like they have superhuman powers of any kind. They just have different abilities it seems, anyway. They're going to get out of this. That's a given, but what happens after that should be interesting. Do they run back to the village somehow and find that there are actual people out here? Do they take the others with them? Do they leave and then come back later? Who knows? Hopefully we do get future seasons. Also, let me know if you all like this backdrop more than what I've been doing. Like I said before, I got rid of the green screen because it's just a real big headache for me. I don't have the room for the lighting. And with all that being said, let's get on to this episode, see what happens, and I'll see you there. Alright everybody, here we go. Okay, so Kate is basically trying to use her powers to find the doll? Well, didn't find a doll, but she heard Kate. Or Emilico. So we're getting a brief recap of what happened. Okay. So Edward was throwing the voice to make it sound like Emilico.
You don't say!
She doesn't even question how she was able to speak through the gag. This guy is super creepy. Like, I get his whole spiel about wanting to move up, but how's this going to help him move up? What's so great about the 3rd floor? Oh, so even this guy admits that she's not what he thinks he is, or he's not sure at least. Actually, honestly, it shouldn't be so readily available because adults have a much bigger reason to lie. They have a lot more to gain. Does she just have some way to record what he's saying or to use his words against him? Is this rum? Because she was looking at the finger. I'm convinced that we're going to get rum eventually. Okay, nope. John. Because John is in love. Did Cloverworks animate Wonder Egg Priority? Might that be why the animation of that one was so bad? The last episode? Because they were working on this? What an idiot! Wow. John's about dumb. Is that John or his friends trying to inform him? Oh, okay. It's a little doll. How did that little thing hit the door that hard? Oh, is that Raleigh? In the soot form? Oh, he's taking his dainty time. So they're probably untied. She gonna smack him upside the head? John's just gonna run right into him. Kate automatically knew it was him.
I have an idea.
I don't think it's Raleigh. I'm sure it's one of the others. Like an after effect of Shirley, or it's Rum. I'm really falling for their characters. At the beginning, they seemed really conceited and arrogant, but Patrick and Ricky are like, they've really grown on me. Like Patrick and Ricky have like just their characters have evolved into these self-centered characters to caring about others. Can't you use her soot to fly down there? Trespassing into the children's wings. How could he trespass though? He's supposed to be head over them. So, kind of, but not really? Why are they giving them... This is one of the things I don't like about any show. Just go, stop talking. They could just... This guy's in a whole bunch of trouble if they don't die, and I don't think they're going to. Broke free.
Hadouken!
He pushed them. John and company. He's not done. Oh. What's going on? What was that about? You've got to be close. Okay, the hawk. Or not the hawk, but like the raven. Are they able to stop it before it gets to them? Or panic and just plummet to your doom. Now it's Emilico's turn. One would wonder if the grandfather is somehow watching all of this. He's got to have eyes everywhere, you would think. Hey, don't run for it. Sit in there and kick the crap out of him. There's like 5 of you to his 1. All I've seen Edward do is mimic other voices. Okay, he's able to compact sound, maybe? No, you're the trouble, dude. You're just mad you're not on the 3rd floor. An asshole, apparently.
Gotcha, bitch!
Exactly. I knew somebody else had to be watching. There's no way the grandfather will let all this go on. Ooh, Barbie. Just like Edward trying to move up. Who are these ones? These are new ones we have never seen. Ooh, Edward's getting a taste of his own medicine and even more because they're in the right.
What am I gonna do?
I knew it! The big dogs! Edward is toast! They've been watching him for a while. This man is about to go down a floor if he lives. Might go down even further. We never found out what the little doll was. Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, at least they get to stay. Yeah. His ego got the best of him for sure. Like, the grandfather was actually interested for a minute. Oh, he's going even further. Wait, did I miss something? I thought you said the sternest of... So... nothing happened? So they're all 3 going to the 1st floor. Wow, this guy hasn't learned anything. And yet I think that's what the grandfather wanted. Was just to see how far he would take things. They still haven't found John? Well, I don't like that at all. He should have been returned with the rest of them. What is it? What is it? Who is it?
Oh my god, the suspense is killing me.
So is this a further minute of the debut? Or just like more training? Okay. It is rum. Was it her finger? It's her finger. Gotcha. Okay. So rum was helping them the whole time. But what does that mean? Does that mean like the little thing was enchanted by Shirley, or... Okay, so we're getting a little more about what's going on here. Okay, the train makes a ton of soot. So is this where like the grandfather came from? Was maybe the train? New kids? Yep. Okay, the grandfather? So he used to be some kind of king, maybe? This guy. You know, I thought Edward had an ego, but this dude's ego was really big. So, does Rum have most of her memories still? Because I know they give them a ton of this coffee to basically wipe them clean. Did Emilico just break the cup again? Alright everybody, so that's the finale for Shadow's House. We have animes wrapping up this season. We had Soma Spider, so what? Wrap up as well. With this one, we've got, as with every anime and every show that's ever been made, questions answered with more questions that need to be answered. Kate and Emilico got away with the rest of the children, as well as John, who came through at the end by using his powers to create a force of wind basically behind Kate so that she could fly forward out of their range, but then Edward's friend uses her power to basically turn Edward into a raven, send him after them, and appear before them. But Lou and Louise, being intelligent like they are, went and told Barbie what was going on, and they basically waited for Edward to appear there, and after he said, you know, I'm going to discard you all, they chime in with a whole lot of other people. So he's no longer able to hide what he's done. So they go to the grandfathers and the people on the third floor, who Edward seems to hate as well, and just wants to get rid of all of them but the grandfather, because he sees them all as potential threats, or just, you know, they don't really provide anything for the grandfather. So he wants to remove them all. They were going to banish him, but I guess the grandfather said, nah, we'll just put you all three on the first floor now, so you've got to rise back up in the ranks. But I kind of feel like that's what the grandfather wanted, because he wants to see what kind of things Edward's willing to do to help further the house's goals, which I'm not really sure what they are, because they all live there. He creates them. What is the purpose of the house itself? What is the grandfather ultimately trying to get done? So we have everybody at the end all safe and sound. Things seem to go back to normal. We're continuing training as Shadow and Human, because in the end, I guess things are still going forward. You know, they're still trying to get them to meld together at some point in time, especially seeing how they all passed the debut. We have Rum, who popped back up in the form of that little thing. The bow tie on its head was actually indicative, or basically to show that that's the bow tie that's around Rum's finger. And I'm not sure how this thing came to be. Either it's a power that Shirley had, and she made this thing prior to her death, or when she died, a small part of her managed to infuse itself into the bow tie. which makes a lot of sense because they were kind of like holding hands or something, I think. And then her hands, Shirley's hands started to dissipate with the rest of her body. And like they mentioned before, something like that's never happened before, so maybe they were unaware of any side effects it could have. That said, that's the ring. So does Rum still have any of her memories left, or is the ring kind of just aware of what's going on, but not Rum any longer? We are shown 3 new kids at the end, so hopefully there's a season 2 that introduces them, and we get a little more knowledge into what's going on. Not really sure what happened at the end with Emilico, where she said all for Shadow's house. You know, the cup broke, and then she said for Shadow's house. That seemed really odd. So if anybody has anything to input with that, that'd be great. Because the only thing I can chalk it up to is Emilico's clumsy self, just coming to the forefront. But there's possibly more to it. The copy could still be having some kind of effect on her. But those are my thoughts for the episode. Overall, the season was pretty interesting. It was a lot nicer ending than Wonder Priority. It was really interesting. I fell for all the characters. Like I said, Ricky and Patrick, they really grew on me. Their sense of friendship towards the others and their ability to overcome their selfish, arrogant selves to help people. Their character development overall was really well done. Back when, like Emilico gave Patrick the flower when he was in the box, and the way he just expressed kind of a gratitude to it. Let me know what you all thought of the episode, though, people. The anime as a whole, and I will see you all next time.
Da